Welcome. In this tutorial I will show you the basics of Copper's user interface. Copper is divided in three areas. The first area, shown here, is the canvas. The second area is the signals and the parts browser. And the third area is the inspector. Use the top right icons to select and deselect the views to get some more space in the canvas. The toolbar features the module selector, where you can switch between different modules Copper features. You can click on this button to share images in 2D and 3D view, and click on this button to refresh and reload the design. If you have changed anything in Eagle, typically Copper detects this change and will automatically reload and refresh the view. But if anything goes wrong, or you can activate this with this button. Copper also shows a central status view, which shows you the current status of the application. The main canvas features different options. For example, in 2D layout view, you can show the PCB layout, or you can switch to the schematics view, or you have both side by side. When you hover your mouse over signals, as in the schematics view as well in the PCB view, will highlight schematics in both views simultaneously, and it will also show you the name of the signal. This way you can very fast check your signals if they are connected correctly. Click on a signal to select it, and click on a part to select it. The inspector features different views. The first view is showing you basic PCB infos. For example, you can switch off and on layers, and in the parts view of the inspector, you will see information about the part you currently selected. As you can see, there's a lot of information shown here. And the third part is the signal browser. It shows you which signals are connected to, or which parts are connected to the signal you currently have selected. It shows you the length of the signal and the number of vias and the name. The last section is Scene Inspector, and I will come to that later. Clicking anything anywhere will deselect the current selection. You can change the orientation of the board with one click by just clicking bottom or top. You can activate you can show the bottom layer, or you can disable all bottom layers at once by pressing this button. And you can activate rendering of pores by clicking this button. You can zoom in and zoom out, and that's it for 2D view. The next module Copper features is a 3D view. Click on this icon, and Copper will switch to the 3D view of your PCB. Copper automatically creates the PCB, including the textures, the bump maps, so the traces are embossed. It will automatically build the vias, the holes, all of that stuff automatically. All you have to do is attaching parts to your Eagle footprints, and I show you how easily this is done. As you can see, we have a footprint here that is where no 3D part is attached. You can click on it and the part will automatically be selected. In Parts Inspector, you can see the selected part. And what we see here is the package type is a ZOT233. And as you can see here, This is a 3D representation of the footprint, and by using the parts browser you can select different categories. This SOT is a transistor, so we select the transistor. And as you can see, all parts currently available in the copper parts library are shown immediately. You can query by filtering, or you can query by entering a search string. In this case, we just enter 23. You can click on a part, press space, and quick look will show you the part, and this looks great. So we double click on it, assign it to the footprint, and as you can see, the part is immediately loaded. This part is a bit offset. Every footprint in Eagle is different, so we have to position the part. We have to increase the height. We have to rotate it. And that's it. And as you can see, both parts have been automatically attached, changing, for example, the height here. As you can see, both parts are modified. If you want each part to be different, you can unshare it, and the part will be separated from the rest. This is useful for LEDs, for example, where you want different colors. Clicking on a part will highlight it. Signals will be shown highlighted too. Switching the inspector to scene mode lets you change various aspects of the 3D scene. For example, you can adjust the light, or you can adjust the orientation of the board. You can activate the floor, and you can select different floors. You can even select that it reflects the PCB, and various other options. All settings can be stored in presets and can be activated by clicking the item in the presets list. Just click on another preset, and as you can see, all changes will be animated and applied immediately. Clicking on an item will select it. The next mode Copper currently features is the datasheet mode. In this mode, the datasheet for the selected part will be shown. As you can see, you have thumbnails of the datasheet. You have a typically PDF viewer, and if available, you have the outline of the PDF, and you can also create your own bookmarks to find specific information in long PDFs faster than you would by just searching or scrolling. Of course, you can also search, for example, by you can search the PDF. Selecting different parts will activate the datasheet. Once you have attached the real part with your footprint, the datasheet is available, and you will never have to think about organizational stuff. You can concentrate on your design. The next section, which is very important, is the part sourcing area. You can activate it by clicking this icon. In this mode, you select your favorite distributor, for example DigiKey, and the next thing you do is enter a search item. In this case, we are searching a capacitor. Copper will now query the built-in Octopart service and will load all the parts it finds. As you can imagine, in this case, it's a lot of parts, and you can filter using Octopart's awesome spec filter system. In this case, we know we want a package size 0603, so we select this package size here. And we also know that we want an X5R component. Octopart and Copper will show you the availability and the price of the component. Clicking on it will load the part in the browser, where you can see more details very easily. If you can choose this part as a favorite, so by clicking on this favorites icon you will find parts that you always use again very easily, and double clicking will attach this part to your footprint. And from now on, selecting the datasheet will show you the datasheet loaded through the cloud on your Copper application. The last section I will show you is the Bill of Materials browser. Clicking on this icon will activate it. In this browser, all your parts will be shown, and as you can see, Copper has already queried Octopart for the prices and the availability. Green means this part is available, red means it's the part is listed at the distributor, but it's not available at the moment. Copper will also automatically select the most cheap distributor for each part. You can change to order the part at another distributor by just clicking on it, and it will show you, the yellow rectangle will show you. In the bottom you can see a nice summary of the parts, and of course you can export via CSV, separated values, and this can be easily uploaded to Mouser or DigiKey to buy the parts. Well, I hope you had fun viewing this tutorial. More will be coming in the next few days, and I really hope you try out Copper and have a lot of fun with it. Thanks for watching.